Good morning, everybody. How you doing today? My name's Andrew.
I'm Grandpa.
I'm Joel.
I'm Daniel.
I'm Gavin.
And we're some of the Veggie boys.
And girls.
And we'd like to thank you for stopping by. Good morning and welcome back, everyone. It's so nice to see you. We've got a cool, rainy day on our hands today, which is very different from the weather that we had been dealing with. It has been very hot and humid lately on the farm, which it's not fun to work in, but it's good for the plants to grow in. Now, because it has been so hot and humid, we moved all of our plants out of the germination greenhouse. Now, one of the biggest reasons why we wanted to move everything was because it was shooting up really tall, really fast, which there's nothing wrong with our plants growing, but we don't want them to grow too fast because they get tall and lanky. We like our plants to be stocky and sturdy in their developmental stages, so we don't like them to shoot up too high. So we wanted to move everything out of the heat. And a day like today is perfect for growing those cole crops. Now, I have started filming a little late today. The boys are already out in the fields. I've been back at the farm and working in the farm market a little bit today. Matthew and Tracy are still on vacation, so we do have to help out a little bit more back here. They took the truck and the four-wheeler back to the field, so I'm taking one of the tractors back. Everything looks pretty good out here. I brought Gavin with me out to the field, and the boys have been harvesting peas this morning.
It's nice and cloudy today, no humidity, and it's also a little bit drizzling, so the weather's pretty nice. It's not like it's uncomfortable out here.
Well, now that Gavin and I are here, we're gonna start harvesting peas with the boys. Now, it has been a few days since we've last harvested peas, and they've really matured. There was a lot of young ones the last time we harvested, but these all seem to be pretty nice. We're almost picking the plant clean off. Now, the thing you have to remember, and you have to watch out for, those peas that were on the bottom of the plants, they mature first. And we have to be very careful because they might start to get too old, and then the peas get bitter and tough. And when someone is eating peas, that is not what they want. They don't want bitter, tough peas. They want tender, young peas. So that's why we're trying to make sure we get all of these peas picked off these plants before they get too tough. Those are good. Now, peas definitely are not one of my favorite things to pick, although they are one of my favorite things to eat when I'm out harvesting. The reason why I don't like picking them is just because it takes a long time, you have to be bent over, and the baskets don't fill up too quickly. And unlike today, it's usually hot and humid. Fortunately, we're not dealing with that today, so this job isn't too bad. Now, some people may be wondering, why don't we just use a machine to harvest these peas? This specific pea variety cannot be harvested with a machine. These would wrap up around the machine too much, essentially jamming it. So we have to harvest these by hand. There are varieties out there that can be harvested with a machine. We don't raise them, unfortunately. But these do look really nice. We have 2 plantings of peas that we're going to be harvesting this year. Now, we have to move quickly through this planting because when these peas hit maturity, they become overripe in literally 7 to 8 days. So if we all decided that we were too busy today, we can't harvest peas, we'd run the risk of losing the entire crop. And although this is very difficult work, it does pay pretty well, so we do want to harvest everything we can. And that's one of the biggest reasons we can't just say, I don't feel like harvesting peas today, because if we don't harvest them, we're gonna lose the crop. Woo. Look at these. Gorgeous. The best part is, they taste better than they look. Look at that. Woo. Now the boys have been out here harvesting much longer than Gavin and I have, so wait and see how many peas they actually got harvested this morning.
Oh, did they just not fall?
Excuse me, Daniel.
Oh, they will. Oh, okay.
I don't know what looks better, the peas or the guys who picked the peas. Those tomatoes are looking really good. Did I not put a hat on today? It must really be comfortable out. Alrighty, everyone. Let's see what we're having for lunch today. Oh, I can't. Ooh, chicken patties for lunch. Grammy made nachos too. Nice. And Chick-fil-A sauce, what? I saw on the weather, they said the sun was going to be coming out this afternoon, so I went and put a hat on.
Welcome back, everybody. It's so nice to see you.
Not too much is gonna change. We wanna finish out those 4 rows of peas to the end, so we're just gonna get back to harvesting.
I got a rock in my knee. Are you okay? Yeah.
Can you have a left-handed and a right-handed guy pick the same row?
Yeah, you can. You get all the peas on the right side of the vine, I get all the peas on the left side of the vine.
That grass looks dangerous.
Why?
Full of blades.
Split it open. Woo!
Oh yeah,
Look at that. Joel knows what he's doing. Okay, show him how you eat it, Joel.
Okay. Take them all in the cup of your hand. Make sure they're all right in the middle, and then you just pop them. Boom. Question, guys. Have you ever had a fresh pea, uncooked, just fresh pea from the field? Nothing better.
What about fresh sweet corn from the field?
That's a whole other category. Looking good, Gavin.
Where, right here? I have the same problem, my thigh hurts. Look at that wheat up on the hill getting golden brown.
Don't even start. I don't want to hear about it.
Dad's getting all fired up. He says, we don't have time to worry about wheat. We're picking peas.
I don't think your dad has that kind of accent.
Do your voice, but higher pitched. That's your dad's imitation voice.
My name's Brian.
That was funny.
Not much has changed. We are just still out harvesting peas. We've got plenty of shell peas here. It's a really good thing because we had a lot of orders back at the farm market. I should show you guys the order book. It's literally like 2 pages full of people that want peas and people that will take as many as we can get. But now we don't only just pick for orders, we also try and have some extra back at the farm market for any customers that just walk in. Well, everyone, we are getting closer and closer to the end. We've only got about 20 feet, but in these 4 rows, there is a lot of peas at this end of the field. We're not sure why. So hopefully we'll get a few more baskets before we make it to the end.
That would be the only thing. 14 baskets of peas, Brian.
Now, before we head home, we have a little more picking to do.
How many are we picking?
We just have these 2 rows.
Okay. I'm ready to switch for a little bit.
Now I just want to give you a closer look so you can see the difference between the male and female flowers. Right here we have a male flower. You can see there's no cucumber behind it. Here's a female flower. Little cucumber behind there. Anywhere that a little cucumber is forming behind the flower, that's a female. This right here, no cucumber behind it, that's a male flower. So, a lot of nice stuff growing in here. We just got finished harvesting all of the regular cucumbers and the pickling cucumbers, and from what I saw, there is going to be a lot more cucumbers there in the future. It is going to take a little time for them to ripen up, but sooner rather than later, we'll be harvesting a lot. Alrighty everyone, this is what we got harvested today. We got everything unloaded and moved into the cooler, but now we're up above the house. We have something we're working on. Now right above the house we have grapes, raspberries, rhubarb, and blueberries. Now we use blueberries for all different sorts of things. Mostly we just eat them now as a family. We got a nice little patch of blueberry bushes along here. And a few years ago we went through and put up a wooden frame. And what we did with this frame was we draped nets over it to keep the birds out of the blueberries. And as you can see, our crop is getting ready to ripen up here, so we want to protect them. So now we're going to be working on putting the nets on our blueberries, and we cover this whole area with netting. So that means we need to get all of our netting out, check it, make sure there's no holes, and then stretch it the whole length of the blueberries.
Nope, I think this is the bottom side. This is the better one. It's over here.
Okay. We already got our net put on the top. That's the hardest part. Now we're going to go along the sides. What we do is we take the net inside and pull it up. Then we have screws the whole length that we hook it onto. And then we pull our top side down over and hook it on just to make sure no birds can get in.
No, they're going to keep going straight. When you get there, keep going straight.
No, she can't catch us. We're too fast. Call me the Blueberry Bandit. Well, everyone, we got the net put on the blueberries. The top side had a lot of holes in it, and we're thinking that's because originally it was on this side, and well, someone hit it with the lawnmower. We're not gonna say who, it's probably me. But yeah, someone put holes in it, so we had to double it up on the top side. And I'm not gonna say will, but this should keep the birds out. Well, everyone, the workday is just about over. Before we can finish, though, we have to feed the animals, which Joel has already got started on. You see our other cart broke? We're just waiting on a wheel. What's up, girl? What's up? How you doing? You look beautiful. In the evening, it's not too difficult getting the animals taken care of. We do a quick check on the chickens, and then we make sure that the cattle have enough grain. And then we give the calves their milk for the night and make sure they have enough grain and water. And that's basically it. It's pretty simple. That should about do it for work today. We can't do too much out in the fields. It's really wet. Fortunately for us, a lot of our crops are still in a developmental stage, so we can use this rain. But hopefully it'll slow down as we begin to harvest more stuff, because all this rain is going to lead to more disease out in the fields. And I don't know about you, but that is something I do not want to deal with. All right, everyone, it's getting to closing time here in the farm market, so we're putting stuff away. We're expecting this week coming up to be a very, very big week. Lots of work going to be coming up here very shortly. All right, everyone, we are done with work for the day. I'm heading up to the house. I'm going to see what we're having for dinner. Oh, hello. Who is that? Who is that? I got you, tickle, tickle, tickle. What are we having for dinner tonight?
Shrimp Alfredo. You're having chicken Alfredo.
I don't eat shrimp, makes my tummy hurt. Hey you! No, I'm right over here. I missed you today. Everyone, you can get a, ooh, look at that. You got that and the biscuits. Dad's not being patient. All right, everyone, we are all now sitting at the table, so that means it's time for dinner. And that also means this is where we're gonna be ending the video today. I'd like to thank everyone for watching, and I hope to see you next time. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.